Alright, hey guys, looks like we're live. We'll be getting started in a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, go ahead and enter in our giveaway. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, and ready to watch me build a large gate. Alright, looks like it's 1 o'clock, so it's time to get started. So welcome back, guys. This is Black 6 from BZPower here, and we are going to continue our build on 75936 Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage. So last weekend we built this guy, our wonderful T-Rex. You know, not too much leg posability, but otherwise very awesome, very solid, except for that tail there apparently. Oops. But honestly, I do love how the tail kind of like sways back and forth. It's pretty sweet. Thank you to, I believe it was Andrew on Facebook, who noted that we actually had these side panels on the head, one stud too far back, so we corrected that, and now his head looks as it should. Though sadly does not have too much posability, it has a little bit, give it some personality in there. And then at the end of our stream last week, we started on the gate, so this is, I guess, the base of the gate that we will then be building up on. If you just give me 1 second, we will get started. That was a weird noise there. All right. So yes, we did bag 8 last week to start on the gate. It was interesting that our one large, what was this, like a 16 by 16 tan plate here, was kind of warped a little bit. And so you can see now, like there's a little bit of flex in here. So we're gonna have to do our best to push everything down nice and secure as we build this today. So we got our sorting trays. So it looks like in bag 9 here, we're going to build our first minifigure, Dr. Ian Malcolm, who I believe was only available otherwise in a promotional set, one of like his 4-packs. I think originally it was supposed to be a Toys R Us exclusive, and then Toys R Us had to go out of business, and so those minifig packs kind of went to different stores I forget who had the Jurassic Park one, if it was Barnes & Noble or someone else. And so in addition to building the minifig, we're also going to be working on, oh, sounds like there's still a part in there. Move that bag away. Gotta be more careful with that. So, all right, so it looks like I gotta flip this guy around, and, or maybe not, but it looks like we're gonna be building right in here. But it does have us starting to build this way. Okay, so you say instructions. Got a bunch of big gray plates and stuff in here. Try to get some of these out to make it easier to find the other pieces we'll need. So, Dr. Ian Malcolm, who was not in the smaller Jurassic Park set we got. So this is, like I said, I guess the second time we're getting him. I believe this is a different figure than we did get in that 4-pack. So this is from that scene in the movie where he is attacked by the T-Rex. So he's got his shirt off, he's got his leg bandaged up. Pop off the hair. Kind of hard to see maybe on camera, but he does have like some beads of sweat on his face, and he has a scared face on the back. And so, although Ian does not get eaten by the T-Rex, we got to do the test here. So yes, a minifig can fit in the mouth, although the mouth, I guess, does not quite have the clutch power to stay closed with the minifig in it. Maybe try the other way. Nope. I guess the T-Rex does not like the taste of Dr. Ian Malcolm. That's probably for the best. So yeah, definitely got to make sure we're pushing down on all these plates and stuff with a decent amount of force to help limit the warping that's going on. So how has everyone been doing? I know for me, what started out as this past Tuesday being told that we were going to conduct a telework test in my organization to see how successfully our team could work from home, then became a, hey, just don't come back to work at all next week. Just stay working from home. So yeah, not quite what I guess to some degree we were all expecting it, but I was anticipating hopefully going back to work on Wednesday, but I've been adjusting to work from home life, which has its ups and downs. Hey there, Brickus, welcome. Hopefully everyone else has been doing all right out there, whether it's dealing with online classes, with school, or working from home. Hopefully no one has had to lose their job because of all this yet, but I know there are some definitely people out there who are, and that's very unfortunate, and just hoping we can get things back to normal as quickly as possible. So it looks like on this little section here, we're working on some of the interior details as we slowly build up the wall around it. So it's kind of an interesting idea where, you know, we're building this iconic gate, which is pretty awesome. Sorry, I'm trying to look for pieces while I'm talking. There we are. But, you know, instead of just making it like this solid gate, they added these little vignettes that we're building up here on the inside, which is nice because it kind of like gives it a little more character, gives it some play features, or like when, you know, people come to look at it, you can be like, yeah, but you think that looks cool, now turn around, check out the inside. Kind of helps, I don't know, commemorate some of the scenes and stuff from the movie. Plus it gives them the opportunity to add more minifigures and cool parts. I'm not going to say no to that. I think this is supposed to be one of the flashlights that they use, the big flashlights that are in the Ford Explorers and the Jeeps to get the attention, inadvertently perhaps, of the T-Rex. Just kind of slowly building this up in here. Nothing too exciting, just little bits and bobs and details, it seems. Is interesting. So in the instructions, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but you can see we've got a silver cone and a silver round tile with a print, and you can tell that's supposed to be the metallic silver because they put like a little star thing in it. But then in the instructions, it looks like there's black round tiles, but I don't see any round tiles of that color. So I'm going to assume that little call out on the top is the right one. So now you've got some shelves going on here in our little room. Guess I should be picking it up and showing it off to you guys while I can, because once this starts getting taller, it's probably going to be a little on the tricky side to do that. Definitely one of the cooler blasters LEGO's made in a number of years, especially because it's got so many different connection points for like clips and stuff. Like in this case, putting a pair of binoculars on the end there to make it look a little bit like a shotgun or something. I'm sure it's a tranquilizer gun, right, Lego? Got a little fire extinguisher to put in. Realizing that I put that part on wrong. This should have been switched around. Oops. I guess this is like an armory over here where those shotguns are going. I think what we're building right now is going to be the second floor area here. Based on the pieces I've seen in this bag, we're going to be building like little kitchen scene where John Hammond is taking out his sorrows and frustrations on a gallon of ice cream. interesting. We're using this guy as a table. I guess it's supposed to kind of indicate the tablecloth on it. Share there. So it's kind of cool. We're using, there's like round tubes in the bottom of this to make kind of, I guess, they're like 3 studs by 3 studs. And then this is going to have to go in like the gaps between the studs there. Yep, time for some candy. I guess the way they're doing this is supposed to be like giant stacks of candy or containers. Or maybe they're supposed to be like ice cream containers. Because you've got like a 1x1 round brick and then we put a cookie tile on top of. So I guess maybe that's supposed to be like cookies and cream, and like maybe that one's peppermint or something. And then, of course, everyone's favorite donut flavored ice cream. Because I assume if they wanted it to be like a stack of donuts, they would just use round plates stacked on top, so you have like little ridges to kind of indicate the different donuts. So now we've got a plate of Jell-O. There. And I guess a bowl of ice cream. But it doesn't look like it is any of the flavors that we just showed off. So who knows? Now it looks like we may be working on like the facade, because this all has to get covered. Oh, this all has to get covered up at some point. You can see you got some snot elements to make that happen. I'm just gonna have to push down on some of these a little bit too. or break them. Although what we're currently working on has got some Technic elements on it, so maybe this isn't quite going to be the facade. Alright, yeah, this is going to actually be the side. So we're using this little 2-module Technic beams here. So this can go on here. And it allows it to kind of go to an interesting angle there. I don't know if we're going to lock that in somehow or not. So just wiggle around a bit, but we'll see. Alright, now it looks like we're going to be making the front facade. And that may be about it for this bag. You're kind of just covering the front here with a whole bunch of plates and tiles, but lots of angled ones or ones with like some tiles and some studs. Give it a really interesting sort of texture. think it's kind of cool how it's coming together. Makes it look like it is made out of like pieces of metal that are being, I don't know, not like forged together, but like welded together or something like that. So there is our front panel there. So I flip this around. That pops on there, and the spoon falls out of the ice cream. I thought it was wedged in there pretty good, but apparently not. Come on out. Stay. All right. I think we gotta move our T-Rex over here so we can focus a little bit on the gate we're building. So yeah, so our little panel here fits very nicely with the angle there. I think that looks pretty great. Lots of extra little pieces and tiles. So now for bag 10, we're going to be doing this guy. A lot of the same parts here, since I'm guessing at the very least this part is going to be pretty much the same, just mirrored. So while the interior is going to be different, there's going to be a lot of similarities. And I've got another minifig here, this time Dr. Ellie Sattler. I don't have my other Ellie minifig handy from the previous set to see how similar or different she is. Maybe I'll take a break and go grab them at some point. But she's got nice dual molded legs. I like that with the little kind of socks and the shorts going on. Scared face on the back. She's got her blonde hair. Apparently I need to switch this back around. this is interesting. I'm not sure what it is we're about to build, but it's got a lot of repetition in it. A lot of transparent plates. Not sure if it's supposed to be like some sort of window. Or like part of the supercomputer or something. So, what has everyone been doing to stay sane during all of this fun? If you're stuck at home, I have to find where that piece went. Been playing some more video games, building with more Lego, watching that TV show you always wanted to watch. For me, to some degree, it's been working. It's a little harder to shut off your brain and get out of work mode when you're just working from home. So that's what we just built. I don't remember anything like this from the movie, but there it is. Feeling like because of these little pipe things we just built, it's supposed to be like the breaker electrical room where Ellie has to go rescue or try to rescue not Gennaro, who is it? No, well, is it? No, it's Samuel L. Jackson's character, whatever their name is, can't remember offhand. It's too late, because Samuel L. Jackson has already been killed by the Raptors. Spoilers for, well, a 25-year-old movie at this point. Over 25. Like 27? Jeez. Making me feel old. So yeah, I think this is supposed to be the breaker panel that Ellie has to reset to turn the power back on. Oh, I was curious as to what it was we were about to build, but this is going back to my comment. This is Samuel L. Jackson's severed arm. So we've got these fence pieces, and we're taking this little guy and putting it through right there, and then we're taking this piece and attaching it on the other side, and then we're gonna turn it like this. And so yeah, it's going to be a severed arm coming through the grating there. That is, I don't know, if you had told me when Jurassic Park, when the first time I saw Jurassic Park, that there was going to be a Jurassic Park Lego set someday, I'd be like, oh, awesome. And if you had told me that it was going to have a severed arm in it, I'd be like, what? Are we talking about the same Lego here? piping in the ceiling there. And some bricks to help lock all this stuff together. So it was seeming a little kind of flimsy, but not anymore. What are you doing, camera? Alright. That was weird, camera. Every now and then, you just like to mess with us, don't you? Alright, looks like we're almost at the same height as on this side, so getting pretty close to wrapping up the interior. Now we're going to work on the second floor here. Which looks like it is going to be Samuel L. Jackson's desk, possibly? Got a nice little printed keyboard tile. I think it's pretty much the same print design that we've had for like years and years now. Although I'm sure someone could correct me on that, whether or not the tile has changed. Well, it looks like we're gonna be getting our first stickers of the set. Took until the 10th bag to make that happen. Those are gonna be for the computer monitors. So we've got one that looks like a map of the park. We're using these jumper plates to allow us to angle them. Maybe. I guess like that. next one, I think it's supposed to be like a video camera feed of one of the dinosaurs. Kind of hard to tell. That goes on there. Last but not least, we've got the Unix mainframe code. That goes there. So yes, got a nice little kind of man cave computer heaven there going on. Do you have enough monitors? No. There's never enough monitors. Hey there, BFA. Yes, we do have a dinosaur. Dinosaur. Got our side slope going on again. And it looks like at the point where we're going to make our front panel and then be done with this bag. So I guess we can go ahead and put up our giveaway link. Make sure you go ahead and enter over there. This is a new giveaway from last week. So you do have to re-enter if you entered last week. But you only have to enter once today. Alright, there is our next section of wall. It's about 1 brick thick. Pop that onto here. Oh, don't pop that off. Alright, slowly our gate grows. Alright, so let's see who our first winner of today is going to be. I've got quite a few entries on there. Brickus15, congratulations. You've won a K2SO buildable figure. And BFA, glad that the sets you've won through our streams have really helped out while building stuff. It's great to hear. Alright, let's get rid of these little extra parts. Open up our next set of bags. Got 2 minifigs in this bag. Alright, so 2 minifigs. Let's find the parts here. Alright, so first up, we've got good old John Hammond, creator of Jurassic Park. Plain white legs, but I do like the body with the kind of short sleeve button-up shirt and the short sleeve arms. Nice little print on the back. And head is one-sided, but I think it captures him pretty well. And yeah, definitely that torso print seems like it would have a lot of good reuses in custom minifigs. Oh, and I didn't comment on his walking stick that uses the Baraki eye to indicate the piece of amber with the mosquito in it that they use to get the dino DNA. And next up, we have got the, I guess, antagonist of Jurassic Park, Dennis Nedry. So he's got his rumpled shirt, his yellow Jurassic Park jacket. You can even kind of see the Jurassic Park logo there. And his glasses. And on the back, his second face, he's got the Dilophosaurus spit, and you can see the hood and the logo for his jacket. So it's pretty cool. Definitely seems accurate. And of course, he's got his short, curly hair to go with it. So up to 4 minifigures now. I'm not sure, I don't remember how many are in this set. Probably go look at the box, but we'll be surprised. Alright, so now I've got to flip this around again. hopefully since we've got these bags out of the way, we can move our T-Rex over here. So you can sit and watch us a little better. Keep an eye on things. That wrong. There we go. Alright, so other than all of our fun panicking and concerns of the virus, what's been going on this week? Let's see. Still have LEGO Masters airing. It's kind of weird that, like, with all this serious, kind of big stuff that's going on, you know, still have TV shows like LEGO Masters coming on air, and I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, it was filmed months ago. It's like, why not put it out? People need things to take their mind off things right now, so it's kind of strange a little bit. But yeah, we had another team eliminated this past week. I was really afraid it was going to be Aaron and Christian for a minute there. But they have hung on. And the teasers for this coming week are pretty interesting, because it looks like for at least part of the challenge, the 4 remaining teams that are left are going to be paired up into teams of 2. And Aaron is going to be with Tyler and Amy, which I think bodes pretty well for them, because as much as I like Mark and Boone, I think they are, you know, fantastic builders, just especially considering how many challenges they've won. I feel like Tyler and Amy are, or Tyler mainly. I don't really know too much about Amy other than she's Tyler's wife, but Tyler is, I think, the better idea person out of those 2 teams. So if you can take like Tyler's ideas, Aaron and Christian's solid building skills, it's a good recipe there. Alright, so just built this. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Looks like it's kind of supposed to represent something in the woods and nature, something in the park. Yeah, looks like this is going to have the infamous shaving cream can that holds the embryos it's stolen. So it's kind of cool that they're taking, you know, something from like out of the buildings and also incorporating that into this. So that goes in there. So you can see the can hiding in there. Part where you realize that you just skipped a step. Oops. Made it work. Alright, so now it looks like we're going to be making another piece of side paneling. It's going to go all the way up to here. Only if I can find the piece that's hiding from me. Now we get to go into our stash of these really big plates here. Start using those. Make sure to get it all the way attached here. It's kind of hard because when you push down on it, especially when it's upside down, the bottom just kind of bows a little bit. So I guess maybe it's easier to do it from here. That does result in some more thumbprints on it. Alright, now this whole thing goes on there. That fits pretty well with this. I mean, slightly different angle, but that's what we're going for, so I think it looks pretty good. Alright, so we have been putting in these Technic beams as we go, or Technic pieces with pins, and now we've got Technic beams. And so we're going to be attaching these onto here. That's going to really help strengthen this whole assembly, so that you're going to like pick it up from up here, and that tower is not really falling apart, except for that last brick we put on because it's not locked in yet. Alright, I think we're just about done here. Interesting little final detail, we're putting a couple of leaf pieces on there that I assume are going to come through after we attach this. So let's get our trays out of the way and make it a little easier to spin this around. And then I feel like we did something wrong. I think this is supposed to be like one stud taller or something. Is this not attached where it's supposed to be? Maybe that's supposed to be one stud taller. Oh wait, no, I was right, okay. I assumed I was supposed to be attaching, can't even see it, to these studs up here, but apparently those are supposed to stay exposed. Means it's kind of loose at the top, which seems a little odd, but now we turn it around. You can see those two little leaf pieces in behind the dining room. So it's kind of cool, I guess. All right, on to the next bags. Again, we've got 2 minifigs in here. Alright, so first up, despite having built his severed arm a couple bags ago, Samuel L. Jackson has come back to life. So not only does this set feature Samuel L. Jackson, his severed arm, it also features, I'm not sure if you can really see it in the light, but he's smoking a cigarette, I believe. Oh wait, no, maybe not. Okay, it looked like he was smoking a cigarette at first. But I do love the lab coat. That's pretty nice. He's got a scared face on the back. He's got some dual-colored legs. Although the legs kind of have to go with that torso for it to really work. Right. And then we've got Dr. Grant. Very simple fig. I do like the torso though. Something stuck on his foot there. There's Alan Grant. No double-sided head. He's got actually, I think, the same hat as John Hammond. I like the little detail of the raptor claw. add them to our growing minifig menagerie here. Alright, now I gotta figure out where all the pieces are again. It's like sometimes 1x4s go with the big pieces, other times they go with the medium-sized ones. Make up my mind, Linda. I think this is kind of an annoying part of this build, is that like each of these sections are very similar, just mirrored from each other. So it makes it feel a little repetitive. I think it would actually be better if you could build both of them at the same time. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So I can see ahead a little bit on the instructions. And it looks like we get to build a toilet. Which is always interesting in a Lego set, but in this case it's kind of iconic. The Jurassic Park toilet scene. A little crazy that they're representing someone getting eaten while sitting on a toilet in Lego bricks. Like, okay, Lego. Whatever makes you happy. Alright, so there is our Lego toilet. I think it's not the best toilet I've seen in a Lego set, but it gets the job done. I kind of wish that stud on the seat was centered a little bit. If they had figured out a better way to do that. But he's even got a little flusher there. And so now Robert Gennaro, the lawyer, can get munched on by a T-Rex. side panel. Alright, there's our next side panel there. And yeah, it looks like height-wise, we're just about done here. Something's wrong here. Look at that. Let's go like that. Okay, so now I think we get to flip this around again. And work on our next chunk of wall. After we're done with that, gonna do our next giveaway. So I guess we can throw up that link again. BZPower.com/giveaway. Okay. So here we go, our other panel. And our gates are really coming along here. Looks like next bag, 13, we're actually going to be making the 2 doors. So got that to look forward to. Before that, I got to pick a winner. So, where is it? Calvin, congratulations, you won a Jin Urso buildable figure. We will be getting in touch with you to get you your prize. Alright, we'll be opening up our next bag in a sec. So showing us just building one gate. I'm wondering like, should I just try to build both at the same time? Like how different can they really be? Look at them from the front, and the answer is not very different, right? Lots of big brown plates. And lots of skinny brown plates. And take all those out, and there's hardly any pieces left in there. Definitely BFA. It could definitely be famous last words. How could they possibly be different? But I think we're gonna take the risk. Go big or go home. All that. We'll see if it pays off in the end, or if I end up having to take apart one of the doors and rebuilding it. Good luck at the grocery store there, BFA. And all those big parts I took out at the beginning, we've already used up. So it's going to give you an idea just how big these doors are going to be. of brown tiles to kind of give it, you know, that wood grain effect. Try to grab all the ones that are proper sizes there. Must need a brick separator there to rescue me. Let's do the long diagonals on the doors now. It's kind of a pain because underneath there's not much, there's not anything there, so as I try to push down on these, it sags in the middle. It's a little annoying there. Alright, so this door on the gate is officially done. So you get to put that on there. So on the bottom here, you can see you got a Technic brick. And on the top, we got a Technic brick with an axle. But these down here, you can pop that on. So the door is going to swing inward, but not outward. Now we're just going to skim through the instructions real quick to make sure there wasn't anything different about this door that we didn't do. Nope. Alright. That is looking like some gates. Now apparently we get to make a mechanism to open them, which is always cool. For, I guess they do open that way too. Guess for as many things as there were to not like about the Assault on Hoth set, you know, a lot of people kind of complained about it not really being a UCS series set and all that. It definitely had a really cool mechanism for opening the gates of the base. Of course, now I have the fun challenge of building and not being able to see. That at least is going to lock these in a little better. So I guess they're not supposed to open more than these tiles down here. So they go like that, and they can go in. I don't know if I messed something up. Looks like everything's good. They don't want to quite stay closed. I feel like the towers are like still bowing to us a little bit. So hopefully as we build the top and we connect them, that will add a little bit of spreading on it so that they'll close better. For now they're gonna keep being annoying, it seems like. Oh, I'm gonna spin this around again. Excuse me, T-Rex. I feel like the bigger a set is, the fewer times I should be able to have you spin it around. Alright, looks like we're just about done with this bag. That's it for number 13. So number 14, I guess we'll spin this around again. We're gonna build another set of kind of pillars, I guess. And we're gonna have the Jurassic Park sign, very iconic there. I'm not sure how much is going to be left after that, but there is still a bag 15, so let's open up 14 and get building. Lots of big plates and bricks and wedges in there. Thankfully, I do see some gears to work on that mechanism for the gates as well. And I guess since there's no minifigures, looks like there was not any in the past bag, we're done with the minifigs for now. Alright, so you can start our mechanism using 3 of these gears. I recognize them from the Tomata. Those are going to be our thumb gears here to open the gate and seize the day. This goes on here somehow. That's also going to help with our spacing there. So now hopefully, ho-ho, look at that. It's kind of mesmerizing, not going to lie. Boop, boop. If you do it just right, they will almost like lock in place together. Yes, BFA, the doors did indeed work. Quite well, I might add. Right, and now I'm seeing that we're building off the top of our frame. So let's move our camera up a little bit. So you guys won't be able to see the pieces as much. At least you will see it all coming together. I think that's the more important part. Hopefully it doesn't get too much taller than this. This thing you're gonna have to move yet again. Back over here, bud. That didn't sound good. What was that? Alright, my mic still works. Whatever weird feedback that was, it stopped. So it's looking like, based on putting those plates in there, that, oh no, I guess I was going to say we were going to build the panels directly on, but now it looks like the next thing we're doing is building one of the panels. So much for that theory. be building a little extra onto it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Looks like it could use a little more detail to kind of match with the rest of it. Alright, so this is probably going to be where the sign attaches based on those 4 snot bricks. That goes right in the middle here. Oh, that is looking good. Looking good. You have to flip this thing around. Starting to become a bit unwieldy in that flipping around. I can see the doors open from the back now. Some more Technic beams in here to reinforce it. Look at that, pick it up one-handed. It's pretty sturdy. And then we're also adding another little Easter egg in here. And you can almost take Easter egg literally. So, this, I believe, is supposed to be a little nest. And that gets hidden, like up here-ish. There we go. And then, of course, they gave us some broken eggs to put in and around the nest. To show that, you know, life finds a way. Alright. Looks like the last thing we're doing for this bag is making the sign. So we're gonna come here, flip this back around, and it wants us to not put that sticker on right away. But I'm going to ignore that and put that sticker on right away, because I'd rather put it on now while I don't have all this other stuff attached to it. Just gotta make sure I do it the right way. That wasn't too bad. I feel like we've definitely had worse sticker applications before. Oh, it's the wrong side. Goes there. Alright, couple more stickers. I guess it's about time to do another giveaway, so just put that link up again while we finish this up. Thankfully these stickers are going to be a lot easier. Alright, welcome to Jurassic Park. That is pretty perfect there. And this goes on here. Try to line it up right. Oh yeah. Oh, just lost some greenery in the back. Alright, so bag 15, the last bag, is the display stand with our last sticker. Show off the minifigs. And then we add all the little torches and a whole bunch of greenery to the front. So we'll go ahead and open up these bags. We've got our big tile as well for that. I assume some of these are the new sustainably made plants from plants. So that's pretty cool. Probably why some of these bags have so few pieces in them as well. Gonna do a little quick sorting there. Got all these plant elements in one bag, and the non-plants in another. a lot of pieces left in this last hurrah. Lots of plants, lots of trans orange for a little fire. Alright, before you get building, time to pick our next winner. Power FGC, congrats, you won a Jin Urso buildable figure. We'll be getting in touch with you to get you that prize. Alright, so now we can start by building 6 identical torches. Man, this is a classic piece here. Remember that from the original Pirates back in the 90s. Whole lot of trans orange, 1x1 round plates with the hole. All the torches on the gate are one of those things that can't think about too hard. Because it's like, why do I need them? And because of all that prehistoric fire the dinosaurs were wielding around? I mean, is that what was going on here? Or I guess maybe trying to like make it exotic and tribal or something. This does not stand up well to scrutiny. addition to the 6 torches we're building, we're gonna need some up top here. Lots of trans orange, I guess, plumes. It's funny because the piece originated in like castle sets. I think it's been remolded a couple times, at least once since back in the day. But someone decided it would make a good flame piece as well. And so we have seen it be used like that pretty consistently. Spare no expense, yes, exactly. So there is our first completed little torch installation. 5 more to go. Alright, now, where do these guys go? There. Alright, we have set our gate on fire. Now it's kind of interesting, we're adding bit of asymmetry with a bunch of different leaves now. Yeah, some nice olive green leaves. Nice color to have. I'm gonna get you a little sand green clip with a bar holder. Reminds me of the last two sets we built. Finally making use of this clip all the way from, like, what was it, bag 8 or something. They put that clip on there. They're attaching stuff to it. We're definitely adding a lot of greenery here. It's almost like we're making this a jungle or something. Alright, so that's it for that side. We're going to start working on the other side, it looks like. Sink here. I feel like that panel should be in a little more. There we go. Really cramming in a lot of greenery in a small spot there. Alright, I think that is it for the gate. And now we've just got the display stand left. And one last big annoying sticker. Alright, so there's the base of our stand, all the gray parts. Actually, there's places for all 6 minifigs. I do kind of like the curve here that we're going to be putting the display tile on. Here's a cute little surprise to add to the stand. Little baby velociraptor. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. Yep. Alright, put that giveaway link back up. We got one more giveaway to do today. And we'll get that sticker on. And then I guess we'll be done. Alright, that was not too bad. Make sure I actually center that. Now we can take our minifigs and get them off their little collectible minifig bases, which are not included. All right, and that is our set. So, take a quick look at our finished display stand. Definitely adds some nice polish to it. A good way to show off all of the minifigures. Of course, if you want, you could also put them in the little vignettes that we'll take a look at in the back. Be careful with these leaves, they don't seem to stay on very well. And we've got our gate. One thing I am noticing with the gate is that the doors do have quite a bit of give since they use that 4-tooth gear. They can kind of move about a little easily. I kind of wish that wasn't quite the case, but you can open them with a single finger, and it is oh so satisfying. And then you open them, and what comes through but the T-Rex? Let's see, can he actually fit all the way through there? Yep. He can come on through if you so desire. So you built this guy last week. We'll show it off again in case you didn't tune in. So very solid. Can hold it by the tail. I'm not sure if I want to hold it all the way by the tip of the tail. I'm about halfway down the tail, and he is quite solid. The tail does have a lot of posability, only laterally pretty much, but it does result in some like really cool poses as you kind of like let it kind of do its own thing. I'm a big fan of that. The legs, you can move them individually, but he does not. He pretty much requires both of the legs to be in the same position to balance. If you try to put one a little further back, he either kind of self-centers or he falls. And you can see that actually broke one of his toes there. So let's try to fix that up real quick. So yeah, so unfortunately the legs do need to be in sync, but once he's posed, he's not going anywhere. And then you can kind of bend down, and it works pretty well, or bend back. And so, I mean, these legs are pretty much perfectly in the center of gravity, so it's going to stay no matter where you pose it, which is pretty awesome. He's got little hands that use some mixel joints, so those work pretty well. The head can kind of tilt side to side. There's a little movement, but the head is so heavy that while it can move up, it can't stay up. So pretty much you're just restricted to the side to side motion. And then of course the jaw opens, and there is a tongue in here too. Let's see if we can get that out. You can pop the tongue out. So pretty awesome. And so going back to our gate that we built today, very iconic. We showed how well the doors work, usually. Sometimes they get a little stuck apparently. It does have the track down the middle for the electric Ford Explorers. They didn't include an electric Ford Explorer. You could take back all this greenery and give me an electric Ford Explorer instead, Lego. But if we turn around the gate, it does look maybe a tad bit unfinished because of like the Technic beams and the gear mechanisms. But I mean, there's only so much you can do with that. I would not expect them to include like enough 2x2 inverted tiles to cover the doors. That is a bit much. I think they look fine as is, but we do get about 6 interesting little, I guess 7 interesting little references to the film. So let's see. So I can pretty much pick this up one-handed, so that's pretty cool. It's nice and sturdy in the final build. Very impressive there. In the bottom here, we kind of have a little bed that Ian Malcolm is recovering in after being attacked by the T-Rex. So there's a little storeroom. Above that, you can see it's a little scene referencing the kitchen in the kind of main visitor center with the ice cream and the jello that John Hammond eats to forget his worries. The next one is reference to Dennis Nedry, so it's got the little Barbasol shaving cream can that contains the embryos that get lost that he's trying to steal. Next up, have probably the most morbid one. You can see right there, this is, I still can't remember that John Arnold? I think it's John Arnold, is Samuel L. Jackson's character. You have his severed arm. This is like the power station where Ellie Sattler has to restart the power to get the park back online. Above that, we have John Arnold's little control center with all of his computers. And then we have the toilet where Robert Gennaro gets eaten by the T-Rex. So interesting little reference there. And the last one is up here. It's got a little nest with some broken eggshells. So very cool, all told. Nice. It's definitely adds to it, right? Like this gate, like this, is a solid display piece. You put the T-Rex in front of it, people are like, "Oh, Jurassic Park, that's so awesome!" But then you can like flip it around and show it off even more. So it's pretty sweet, pretty solid. So yeah, I guess we have one more winner to pick, and then we'll be calling it a day. So yeah, so I mean, you get 3,120 pieces for $250. I mean, yeah, like there's some repetition. There's a lot of these little flame pieces, but overall, I mean, I think it's a pretty good value as far as the parts you get and the model itself. I mean, it looks pretty fantastic. If you are a fan of Jurassic Park, then I don't think you can do wrong by picking up this set if you can afford it. You know, it is pricey. At $250 is still nothing to sneeze at, but it's definitely iconic, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. All right, so last giveaway for today. Who's our last lucky winner going to be? Dollar, congratulations, you have won a Baze Malbus buildable figure. So we'll be getting in touch with you to get you that prize. Well, there's the note in the chat there. Yeah, you could probably retrofit the door mechanism to not use those 4-tooth gears. It might be a little tricky, but I think if you've got some good experience with Technic, it could probably be done with not too much difficulty. And I mean, I'm fine with having the doors just kind of like cracked open there because it kind of like gives it that sense of mystery. Oh, what's in the park? So I'm okay with that. Yeah, so I think that's going to wrap it up for today. We'll be looking at your feedback, what sets you'd like to see us build next, and we should be back next weekend at some point to do some more building. So we'll see what it is that you guys want to check out next time. So until then, this is going to be Black 6 from BZPower signing off. Everyone stay safe, wash your hands, and hopefully this pandemic runs its course in due time. So thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoy the stream, and we'll talk to you next time.